friends, welcome to the next episode of Garden2TableTV. We are on a road trip. Today we are here in Santa Barbara County at a magical place where my friend Max presides over the transformation of this commercial vineyard into a wonderland of organics. He's taking the vineyards organic. He has planted gorgeous organic gardens along with the owner Scott and is completely renovating the place, and he's brought in heirloom livestock, cows and goats and sheep, and he is also, by the way, a virtuoso banjo player. His fiancée, who we might get lucky enough to meet, is an opera star. They're combining those talents as well. So hang on for the ride. We're going to meet Max, and what he's going to show us today is his commercial composting operation, which is super exciting. It's new and he's super jazzed about it, and we're trying to figure out ways we can get this to little people like us who have smaller operations at home and smaller organic orchards and gardens. But anyway, he's going to show us how it works.
How about this for a winter?
Oh, tell us where we are too.
The whole place is called Santa Ines Ranch because we are not a winery anymore. The winery is still there, but we focus on more of a holistic approach. As I said before, biodiversity, not just wine. But we are not open to the public anymore. Everything we do is trying to develop technologies and methodologies for other farmers to adopt. The whole idea is, okay, how can we get away from using Roundup? How can we get away from farming in a chemical way? How can we improve soil health? And how can we do it in a way that makes commercially sense too?
You were telling me about feeling like a test pilot for the compost machine.
So this composting machine we have, there's not that many. I think there's 2 in California, and it doesn't work smoothly all the time. So there's a lot of stuff where we're on FaceTime with the engineers, and sometimes the engineers can't come down, and I feel a little bit like a test pilot for a machine that turns shit into gold. It is one of the most gratifying things to load manure and wood clippings and basically when you compost you have biomass that is nitrogen heavy and carbon heavy, and that combination with the right moisture level, about 50%, and oxygen creates a reaction we call it composting. The heat that's generated, that's a whole other idea we actually have, is all 140 degrees, 145 degrees. If we now put water hoses through the compost, we actually can create hot water that way. So So I feel a little bit like a test pilot for this machine that I have my hands in literally every day. And when Sarah doesn't know where I am, I'm playing with my compost. So why am I so happy down there? There's a whole thing that my daughter told me. It's called earthing. So putting your hands into soil is obviously something that makes us happy and balanced. It definitely makes me happy to put my hand in the compost.
All right, let's go check it out. This property is so beautiful, Max. It's just so spectacular.
It's kind of like step by step, getting more and more, it's so great to be part of a process and not, just move to a finished, and develop what the vision is going to be. We didn't know what we're going to. Then Scott and I watched Kiss the Ground and The Biggest Little Farm about 5 times each, and said, you know what? Light bulb. So we load here with our tractor. This is stuff that's accumulated over the course that's not processed yet. We put it in here, and the machine has an auger that moves sideways and lengthways.
An auger? An auger?
I'm sorry. I always call it an ogre, but it's called an auger.
An auger, yes.
So, and I can turn it on for you. This auger mixes all the biomass that is collected And then we have an airflow system where we pump oxygen through a perforated bottom. So we never get into an anaerobic reaction. So it never smells. Smells always great from day one. So let me turn it on for you. So now,
Tell us what we're seeing here.
so this is the auger, sorry, the German pronunciation. And so it's basically like a big KitchenAid. Right now I see that this compost, from my taste, looks a little bit on the dry side. I like it a little darker and a little wetter. And for that, above the auger is a nozzle, and I can actually turn that on and I can start hydrating. So now I have water injected into the compost just to keep the moisture level at about 45–50%.
I see the whole thing is on a track moving at us.
Yeah.
Cool. And then how does it look on the other, so does it come out the other side, or
Yeah.
what happens?
So it's the product that comes out of the machines. I wouldn't call this finished compost yet. When you move compost that much, you can build or develop a lot of fungi, which are very beneficial for the soil when you put the compost out in your garden. And so what we do, we cure it afterwards. So it needs at least a month or about 6 weeks where it really sits. And that's when fungi don't like the movement. But let me go in and get you some... yeah. This is literally only this is about 3 weeks old. This was manure, this was wood chips, this was...
And how does it smell? It smells so good to me from here.
It's unbelievable.
I'm very excited that you guys are working on a smaller version here for home gardeners. That's,
Absolutely.
do you think we'll see that in a few years? Or?
Yeah. I mean, I think we should have the first drawings and the first kind of construction details sometime by mid this year, and then Scott is determined that this is the next thing that we all need.
Awesome. I can't wait. I want one too.
Absolutely. You will have one. Maybe you're going to be the test pilot for that one.
Oh, please let me be the test pilot. And this is the company you guys are working with.
Yeah, Green Mountain Technologies. You know what's totally amazing is we have these beds with herbs, and at night I put a headlight on and literally pick one of the different mint varietals to make a tea before I go to bed, and I stick it in a hot glass of water. It is absolutely stunning. We just took out we had our first potatoes, they're actually in the fridge now, but we had a whole bed full of blue potatoes, and tonight I'm gonna roast those. Brussels sprouts and potatoes. These, you know, these are
Globe artichokes.
Artichokes?
Yeah. Oh, they look so vibrant and healthy. It is amazing here in California being able to grow something year round, huh?
So many things you can actually do. Here, this is our Brussels sprouts here. And then, okay, this is really cool. When I was a kid, I hated kohlrabi. What do you call it, kohlrabi here too?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, we had all this kohlrabi, so I was like, what am I going to do with it? I hate these things. So now, I cut them up, I roast them with a little bit of rose harissa and salt, pepper in olive oil, and really caramelize them. And then I put them in a broth and make velouté, like a soup from it. And it's unbelievably delicious, really, really good. So here, this is the end of my favorite salad, and I think in America you call it lamb's ear. In Germany we call that Feldsalat.
And oh, we got how are the chickens doing
And then
over
we
winter?
have the friendliest chickens in the world. Anybody working here? Someone's working on here. Look at you.
Hi, sweetie pie.
Hey, girl.
Oh, look, we got all sorts of multicolored eggs. Hi, girls. Hi, sweetie pies. Oh, they've got a nice run here.
If you never tried an egg fresh from your chicken coop, you miss out big time, because it's honestly the best thing is fresh eggs, or cooking with fresh eggs, baking with really fresh eggs. It's a world of difference.
All right, we're going to be back. We want to see how things are developing when you start doing the spring planting.
Okay.
And I
Okay,
think we're going to...
come. I'll show you something.
Okay.
So in order to prepare for spring, we actually have a little greenhouse here. And I'll show you.
And this is all brand new. None of this was here when you guys took over the
No, this was the
property in
parking lot.
2020, right?
This was a parking lot.
Oh, fantastic.
Come on in here.
And you've only been here like a year?
A little bit more than a year, yeah. So this is all in preparation for spring planting.
Wow.
So we're starting all these seeds nice and warm here. When it gets too hot, we actually, this greenhouse opens automatically in the top, so it doesn't get too hot.
Oh, cool. Oh, I see the louvered windows. Yeah. Oh, awesome.
But here you can see all the stuff that we, all the things we.
Somebody likes peppers.
Yeah.
Hot peppers too. Oh, awesome. It feels nice and warm and cozy
Yeah.
in here too, even though it's super cold outside
Beautiful
right now.
little greenhouse.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for the tour. We can't wait to come back and keep up to date on everything you guys are doing here. It's very inspiring.
All
Very
right.
inspiring.
Hope to have you back soon.
And please thank Scott for letting us come and
Totally.
see this magic property.
Absolutely.